What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deadball TV. World Cup Match Day 6 in the books. 4 games. Some were bangers, some were snoozers. We're going to go in chronological order, as always. Sorry we couldn't do Match Day 5. We got a couple comments like, yo, where were y'all yesterday? But it was Thanksgiving, bro. Like, we got to take one day off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Y'all's
gotta give us some
expectations are too
slack
high.
here. Damn.
I know. We don't got any furniture. Connor's sleeping on an air mattress. We're doing the best we can.
I got one chair and my friend's using it, so I'm standing up right now. So
The damn heat's not working in the apartment. Like we're making do, okay? God knows where Jake is today. He had enough. He saw the comments that hurt his feelings. He was like, I'm not going on today's episode.
he's a very sensitive lad.
As I'm sure you guys can tell. It's very expressive, oftentimes, on most of the episodes, isn't he? Speaking of expressive, let's get into the first game. Iran beat the Welsh 2-0. And I say expressive because when Iran scored, you could see how much that goal meant to them. They've showed more passion, I think, than any other team thus far, just off that one event. And then when they go and get the second one, the final whistle blows, they get the 3 points. They're right back in the driver's seat to go through. Everyone, collapses to the floor. Like, I don't know. You can tell that these guys really want it, given everything that's going on in their country and probably all the doubters, the hate that they've been getting, basically from both sides. Nobody likes them. The government doesn't like them. Some of their fans don't like them. International people are upset. And they were able to put that aside. And honestly, boss Wales around the park. I thought it was very impressive. I know you didn't get to catch the game because it was 5 a.m. or Connor's time, 4 a.m. my time, but just looking at this, I know you watched the highlights and looking at the score and how Group B is looking now. I mean, how big of a result do you think this is for Iran?
I think it's a pretty huge result. I mean, I think, and I feel like I harp on this all the time, much more than you two. I feel like it does a world of good for their energy and for their people, because that's really what we're here to do. Like that's what we're
Right.
That's what we're going for here. It's all about, bringing pride and honor to your nation and showing out for, if not the government or the political situation, then at least the people there, to give them like a bright spot. I say it all the time. Argentina doesn't have much going for us except for the soccer team right now. And it's just really nice to see them get that win. That being said, they're second. They're second in the group. And for a brief moment, they were first. And that's huge. That's huge for Iran. So I'm very happy for them. There's still a loss scenario for them. It's win or go home for them in the United States in the next game. But it makes me really happy that they bossed Wales around the park. I'm very happy that my prediction about Wales going through second was incorrect. Is Wales officially eliminated?
I don't think they were ever actually first because their goal differential was so bad. They were tied with points on England, but they still were
okay.
Minus, what are they, -2 now? They're still -2 goal differential,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
but they were even in points. They were even in points before the draw. Wales, I don't think they're technically eliminated. I think they have to beat England, and Iran and the US have to draw.
They have to beat England. Iran and the US have to draw, and Wales has to score 3 goals. And they have to beat England 3-0, I believe.
Because they both have.
They both have.
Right.
So USA has 0 goal differential. Iran
they have to win by 2
2
goals, I think. They have to win by 2.
Yeah.
So either 3-1 or 2-0 or something. Look, I'm going to say right now the Welsh are done. They were horrible, embarrassing. It makes the United States result look even worse now, getting a draw, because Iran, bro, Sardar Azmoun, man, I feel so bad for this dude. He's literally hit the post 4 times at the World Cup, just cannot score. But him in in Iran, bro, they were beasts in Wales all over the park. It looked like they were out of ideas and completely gassed from the first match with the US. You do not expect the European team to get dominated like that and not really create any chances outside of like one Kiefer Moore header that looked dangerous. But that's like the bare minimum you expect from any team. Especially given the stars there. So, if you're a Welshman, if Qatar can do it, you're right. And if you're a Welshman, let us know your thoughts down below. This is gone from bad to worse very quickly. I mean, to have 1 point from these opening 2 games against the 2 weaker sides in the group, the United States and Iran, that's an abject failure. You have to imagine.
Yeah. You have to imagine. You have to say that, like, yeah, energy for the country going forward is bad. I mean, you see all these like reaction videos of the Welsh just watching these games. And I mean, quite literally half the attendees just have their head in their fucking hands like this because, I mean, it's embarrassing. You want so much more than that. And I personally, wanted to see a lot more out of Gareth Bale. But what has he done? A penalty. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think
It's
that
just,
do you think his legacy has been affected? Or is
No.
affected if they don't make it out?
No, I mean, his legacy was never with Wales. This is his first World Cup
You don't
with
think
Wales?
his legacy was with Wales? What he did with the Euros? He's put Wales on his back so many times.
Yeah, I guess, but like when you think of Gareth Bale, what do you think of? You don't think of Wales.
What do you think of
You
Real
think-
Madrid?
You think of Real Madrid or Tottenham. When I think Gareth Bale, I do not think of Wales. That being
feel
said,
like-
I'm not a Welshman, so
We're not European either.
yeah.
So
very
I'm
true.
curious, like, how that, because when I think of him, I think of, well, one, him being a beast at Spurs, but that's because
Yeah.
I'm a Spurs fan. I also think of how he's put Wales on his back and basically bailed them out so many times. And, what was it, Wales, Golf, Madrid in that order? That's kind of how
Yeah.
I see Gareth Bale, actually, now that I say it. I think of him as a guy who balls out for his national team, loves to golf, and has scored bicycle kicks in a Champions League final for a team whose fan base hates him. That's what I think of Gareth Bale.
Fuck that fan base. When I think of Gareth Bale, I don't think of you kind of said that like a footnote. A bicycle kick in the Champions League final to win it all on a team with
That was intentional.
arguably one of the greatest to ever do it. Like that's I don't know. That can't be a footnote. That's directly where my mind goes to. And yeah, I think he kind of gave up on Real Madrid because they didn't like him all that much, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm not going to do any more of this for you guys." But I mean, now he has an MLS Cup, so maybe that'll be his new legacy. But yeah, I don't know. I think Real is his great legacy over there because regardless of what you think or feel, the man, I mean, he put in work for them. Severely underrated. One of the most underrated European players that I can think of that comes to mind. So I think that's where his legacy lies. I don't know how much it's affected with this Welsh team. If I'm being honest, I don't really think he's the problem.
No, I don't think it is. Their midfield is horrendous.
Their midfield is horrendous. It's horrendous. So no, I really don't think it comes down to Gareth Bale. I mean, if anything, he's been one of the bright spots, and even then, not that much. Agreed, but yeah, I really don't put it down to him.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I think in terms of accolades, you're absolutely right. It has to be club Gareth Bale because he hasn't won anything with Wales. Made it to Euro semifinal. That's massive.
That is massive.
Dragged
yes.
into the World Cup through qualifying. That was massive. But you're right. I think if you look at Wales, let's say they take the L against England, they bounce out the World Cup with 1 point. I mean, kind of sounds about right. Like you would expect them to maybe get 3. If they would have gotten 4, a win in a draw, I would have said that'd be a fantastic World Cup, whether they advance or not. That would have been, objective.
It would have been a good
objective
showing. Objectively good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm curious how more Europeans feel about that. Let us know in the comments. Iran, huge dub. I think they showed so much heart, winning in the manner that they did at the end of the game. There, how much do you think that this is going to carry over into that final match day against the U.S., which is looking like it could be the most important game of the group stage across all groups now?
It's definitely scary when you see a team playing with heart. Smart money can be on them. Like, what if Iran is the surprise team of the tournament? They drop off that first day and then they just come back to a massive revamping of their squad and their energy and their style of play. I mean, that would be wonderful to see. And I'm wearing a fucking USA jersey right now. Like, I do not want that to happen. The USA game today, we'll talk about it later, but It's the most excited I've been for the United States in probably about 8 years. So this is
Oh
it
yeah.
was really nice to see. That being said, if Iran goes through, cool. I'm still rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. Go take it as far as you can, boys. Like it's exciting. It's exciting, and I don't know. I hope they crash out. I hope they crash out, but I'm not going to hold it against them if they beat us, because on that day, whichever team deserves to go through will go through. Full stop. So I can at least go through with a clean conscience there,
Right. Right.
because
That's
it's
gonna
going
be
to be
such a
who
battle.
wants it more. It is going to be a
It is.
battle. It's going to be a battle. It's
It
going to be
is.
a dogfight. And you know what, dude? I don't think it's going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be organized like the England USA game today. It's going to be a dogfight. I'm 90% sure that is just going to be down in the mud sort of tussle, like blood, sweat, tears, ugly result.
Do you take any confidence as an Argentine fan seeing that Iran were absolutely embarrassed, internationally embarrassed in that first game against England, and yet they don't let it get to them. They turn around, dominate the game against Wales, and get the result?
I mean, yeah, you take that. You take confidence, solace in that. That being said, Argentina's a different team, but yeah, we all know it's possible. But like I said in my Argentina reaction video, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, and now it comes down to results. And I mean, you guys tricked me. You guys tricked me. The Copa America tricked me. All the hype videos on TikTok tricked me. I got entirely too confident.
You got
We're
to
very
stay away from those hype
superstitious
videos,
people.
bro.
You got to stay away from that shit. Oh my god, it's so toxic. Oh my god, it's horrible. It just gets your hopes up. And yeah, I think that happened in the locker room for the boys from Argentina, and it was just nice to see that Iran could turn it around. That it is possible for a team of, to be quite frank, of less caliber than some of these big teams that we see. Because you
Yeah.
have confidence in these other teams fixing this stuff, right? You're like, okay, there's a
Mhm.
certain level of professionalism here. There's a certain pedigree. Not that Iran doesn't have professionalism in the squad. Obviously, today they do. I'm not saying that, but you kind of expect that from a lot of the bigger fish. And to see an underdog come away with 3 points and look, promotion to the elimination rounds in the face, that's really nice. That's really nice. It's exciting to see. That's why people fucking watch the World Cup. It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, you see Argentina lose or Germany lose, and it's like still a big deal, but you're like, oh, it's Germany, Oh, they'll get it together.
Somebody's gonna
Hansi
fix
Flick's
this.
gonna deliver some epic speech in the locker room. He's gonna get the boys up. But when you see like Costa Rica get spanked, Qatar how they came out today, Iran against England, you think like that's it, they're done, no chance. You
That's
just
it.
immediately write them off. You're like fourth place,
No shot. No shot. Like Costa Rica right now, I have no faith. None. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little
Not
bit.
a
No.
shred. No. Nope.
That would probably
None.
become storyline of the group stage if they turned that around and advanced and won
Oh,
their
yeah.
last two games. Oh my god.
Unreal. They won't.
Unreal.
They
They
won't.
won't. I'll take back everything I said about Keylor Navas.
I will
Take it all
too.
back.
I'll buy a jersey. I'll move to Costa Rica. Fuck it.
It's cool. I like his black goalkeeper jersey. It's nice. I don't know if it was black or light blue in the World Cup, but in qualifiers it was black. Anyways, I'll just wrap it up by saying I feel like if you're Iranian, you got to be feeling pretty good where you guys are. We'll talk about the U.S. game, of course, but you got to like that all the marbles are coming down to this last match against the United States. It's funny because the United States is probably looking at it with Iran and they're saying, yep, we want this one-off game to decide our fate. And the Iranians were like, we'll take this as well. We don't want to, we don't want it to come down to what the English do. We want it to come down to our boys playing against the United States. And that game is just going to be.
They're going to be
I
coming
hope it's
out
a
gunning.
banger.
I think it's going to be a banger. I'm honestly, I think I'd give the edge to Iran right now just because they have the underdog sort of slip. They have momentum in their favor. Like, yeah, the U.S., we're in kind of the same situation. It's win or go home. And, you win, you advance. But I think Iran's got the chip on their shoulder. They've got the momentum going forward. And to be quite frank, I think they just want to stick it to the United States. I think, we say, they're not playing for their government or whatever political situation is there, but USA are like the international bad guys. They're the team to beat. People like beating us. It's fun for them. And I think that's gonna give them a little bit of extra gas in the tank, to be completely frank with you. So, I mean, we're just gonna have to hope for another Tyler Adams masterclass, because we're gonna need that. Holy shit, we're gonna need that.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, Asmoon's not gonna keep hitting the post forever.
No,
eventually it's gonna go in.
Yeah,
eventually. So, God help Matt Turner. Is it more natural to just like go into the U.S. game, or should we keep going in like the order?
No, fuck it. Let's go into the U.S. game. We've done.
Okay.
There's been entirely too much order and structure around here. Fuck it. Let's go into U.S.
You're right.
I want to talk
be
about
confused from the intro. Let's talk about it. What did you think from the game?
How
you feel? We got 2 points from 2 games.
I feel good.
Which is good and bad.
I feel good. It is good and bad. Yeah. Okay. It was this game. I mean, it's kind of similar to the Wales game. I will say, I think that England gave us this tie. I think that the United States played to the absolute, basically, pinnacle of our abilities, and England was playing really hesitant and, like you love to say, overly pragmatic, and we capitalized on that. I mean, I think the last time I checked possession, it was like 50-30, 50-something, 30-something overall, or 60-something, 30-something. No, 50-something, 30-something, and then there was like 10% not in play.
Contested or whatever.
Contested, yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, those statistics don't add up here.
Yeah. I was like, that's 85%. What happened to the rest? Yeah.
But yeah, the possession was split in England's favor, but it felt like the United States had the ball more. It felt like they had the ball more, and I will say the majority of the team was running like Brendan Aronson on any given match day, which is what you fucking need to see. You need to see that. If we are one of the youngest teams, we better have the best speed, the best agility, the best dog energy inside of us. That is what we needed. Like, Brendan Aronson runs his heart out every single game that he's in, and Tyler Adams was outrunning him today. And I mean, Tim Ream even was taking the ball forward, running in, sliding. Walker Zimmerman looked a lot more confident than he usually does. Maybe not with the ball at his feet, but in some of the challenges. Like,
right,
there were 3 or 4 of those challenges in the box, and I was like, this is a pen. This is gonna turn ugly and be a pen, but really relaxed, calm, and
he had that game-saving block on Harry Kane. If he doesn't block that, it's a goal.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh man, so yeah,
I'm good
excited.
Positioning.
Offensively, we look good. Offensively, we looked competent. Defensively, we looked poised, and every single success that we got out of that game came from the midfield. The battle in the midfield, we held our own there. It was awesome. It
was kind of embarrassing for the English midfield. I was watching it like, yo, who they got in the game right now?
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham was a non-factor completely.
He got shut down. Who was on him? Was it Jedi that was on him? Is he right wing?
Dude, honestly, I couldn't even tell you because I think he touched the ball 3 times. Like, there was a foul and the camera zoomed in and I saw the Jude Bellingham. I was like, I actually did not know he was in the starting lineup until about the 25th minute.
No, I knew
because nothing was happening.
But yeah, he was. Our game plan was pretty good. I saw them talking about it at the beginning, and it was like we had like a really hard press if the ball got anywhere outside of the feet of a defender on the English. Like, we made sure that the ball stayed at the feet of the English defenders so that they would dictate the pace of the game instead of key players like Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, and then Jordan Henderson when he came on later. And I thought that worked out really well for us. But it was really on England because they can change that if they want to. But they said, fuck it, we'll take what you give us. And that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Yeah. If I'm what's their fucking coach's name? Fucking Bellend.
Gareth
Southgate. I almost said Graham Potter. Garrett Southgate, I mean, I'm beating the shit out of them at halftime. Like, there's a flogging in it for each and every one of them. But that's the game plan that he wanted. And that's why you're ass, England. That is why you're ass. That is why
That's why they
you will
won't
not
win.
find success. That is why you will not win. Right there. From what we just saw. Because if you do that against a Germany, you're done. You're done. And that's me saying that after the Germany loss. So against the team.
These two results today and these two performances make that Iran victory look like even more of a fluke than I said it was after the first game. Because I was like, Iran are never going to get beat like that again. You will never see that happen again. And you're never going to see England rack up 6 like that. Yeah. And then they come out against the U.S. Bro, they looked like they had no idea what to do. They were dangerous for about the first 15 minutes, but honestly, it looked like Southgate wanted a draw. It looks like he wanted at one point.
It looked like they were playing for a draw. They looked tired halfway through.
Exhausted.
Like you said, 15 minutes in, they got sluggish, and John Stones was getting frustrated. Jordan Pickford was yelling his ass off.
He was yelling and rightfully so.
Rightfully so, yeah.
Rightfully so. The U.S. was the wingers, Weah and Pulisic, and Dest too, when he would push up, way too much time to pick out a cross. Now, I will say Harry Maguire might have been man of the match for England. He was blocking everything, dude. So
aerial dominance.
Credit where it's due.
Aerial dominance, yeah.
Yes,
for sure.
He was a beast today. He was an absolute beast. Trippier, man, I was disappointed in him. Just as the next Tottenham boy, like, what was he doing? Offered almost nothing. He only pushed forward a couple times. He had his hands full.
He was really quiet. Yeah.
He looked scared. He looked scared to go too far forward. I don't really know why that is.
He just looked complacent. Like, I don't know if he was hesitant or what, but the only fullback that looked in charge and confident was Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Shawsy looked good.
Yeah, he's looked good both games.
He just looks confident. He grew his hair back. He's like Samson.
You think if Southgate could do it over again, who you think he would? Do you think he'd make any changes to the starting 11?
No. Maybe he puts Rashford in instead of Bellingham. Is that who substituted out? I'm pretty sure. Maybe he starts Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson looked
Saka,
good.
Maybe. Yeah.
Henderson he did. He switched him out for Saka. Yeah. I think he keeps Saka. He likes Saka, but I think Jordan Henderson starts instead. Because that man looked dangerous. He dictated the pace when he came on. That was like a supercharge for 10 minutes. And then they were just both playing for a draw at that point, which pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me off.
Well, I think I have to disagree. I think the U.S. was trying to win, but we're still seeing we don't have a 9, bro. And you said earlier, like, this is the pinnacle of the U.S. play. Unfortunately, I agree. And unfortunately, I still don't think that results in many goals because we don't have a goal scorer.
No.
But unlike Spain, we also don't have the attacking midfielders or, quite frankly, the scoring threat on the wings to make up for that. Like Morata would be the starting 9 for the U.S. No question. Would not even be a debate. As much as we shit on that man and drag him, he'd start. Haji Wright. I mean, he didn't really do anything unless you saw something I didn't see.
He was a point man. He had some decent moments of hold-up play, but he never had really too much attacking threat. I mean, most of the attacking threat came from Christian Pulisic and Tim Weah, the wings.
Yeah.
That was it. So, yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Haji Wright, even Sargent when he came in later, didn't really blow me away.
Barely noticed him.
But he didn't have that much time either. He had like 15 minutes to get acclimated, and my opinion is that they were kind of playing for a draw there, and so he didn't really have much to work with. You know,
dude, what are these subs? Why are they happening so late in the game?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay, tell me.
Berhalter had them lined up. He had them warmed up. He had them off the bench. He had them ready. Brendan Aronson was ready for about, I would say, 5 to 7 minutes before he actually went on. It's just a play. I mean, there wasn't a lot of time added on. This game probably had the least amount of time added on out of any of them that I've watched. Usually it's like 7 to 9 minutes because they're timing it now. They're actually adding on exact measurements of wasted time. But it was 1 minute in the first half and then 4 minutes in the second. That is nothing. I mean, I've seen what was it? I think the Spain game had like 7 minutes added on or something in the first half, like something fucking insane. So Greg did have the substitutions there. They should have gotten more time. I think Sargent and Reyna should have happened earlier. They should have happened at the same time as Aronson. FIFA.
You can't
3
give
subs,
Reyna
all in
7
one.
minutes.
You can't. Because he wasn't even warmed up. He got his first touch like 5 minutes after he got on the field. No, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, I liked all of the substitutions that he made. I thought that – what did you think about Shaq?
More?
What did you think? How did he look to you? He didn't look bad.
He didn't have a howler. There was a couple instances. There was a really good like give and go with him and Tim Weah over on the right wing. And I just thought like I wish Dest was still in because Shaq Moore can't cross the ball.
Yeah. Dest wanted
like
to be
he didn't make any mistakes really.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's more bravo Shaq Moore or like shame on England because England really did not do
shame
anything.
on England. They didn't press him. They should have known that guy plays for Nashville.
They should have gone after him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but no, like you said, they looked tired the whole time.
Grealish was walking the majority of the match that he was on. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Hey, but he was the only person who was trying to dribble anyone on England.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least he like kind of cared, kind of did a little bit. I mean, Marcus Rashford didn't really have any take-ons. I think Saka had a few in the first half. You know, in that like first 15 minutes of the game where England looked like they might do something, and then they were like, "Actually, we're just gonna sit back."
Mason Mount had a good couple moments there.
Yeah, he had a good couple moments. Yeah, but he was largely invisible, I would say, as well in the second half. It's just, if I'm an England fan, I'm watching this again, and I'm like, we're shite. This is embarrassing given like the quality on our team. And this is like their second, maybe this is slightly offensive to the US, but I call it a bad draw in back-to-back major tournaments. Remember they drew Scotland 0-0 and it was like, how the hell are you drawing Scotland? And now they're doing the same thing against the US and they still have a derby against Wales next game. So as far as I'm concerned under Gareth Southgate in these derby games, they don't really perform well. So if they get another draw against Wales, like a 0-0, God forbid a 0-0, but even a 1-1, if I'm the English fan base, I'm going berserk. I'm feeling justified in all the slander that I threw at this man.
100%. Because what happens when you face a big team? What happens? Nothing good. Maybe they raise their standard of play a little bit, but like, I don't know. That's an energy that's a locker room environment sort of issue that a guy like Southgate is not going to let you fix. He doesn't even have that ID as an issue right now.
Yeah. What you think of Gio Reyna getting 7 minutes in the first 2 games?
I think it's bullshit. I think he's one of our best players. Maybe he looks shaky in training because of all of his injury issues. Maybe they're scared. They're saving him for later in the tournament, but I think that's foolish. Like,
that's presumptuous.
That is presumptuous. Agreed. But like, what other explanation is there? Like, he's either shaky or he's in the reserves or something. Because I mean, I don't know. He needs to be there. He needs to be there. He needs to. If you're gonna sub him on the second somebody else gets tired. The instant. Because what? McKennie had himself a good game, but there were some opportunities there that he should have put away. 2 of them. 2 of them that he skied. Weren't even on target.
Oh, one was really bad.
Gio Reyna puts those on target.
Yeah.
At least. They might get saved by Pickford, but they're on target at least. So that's where I'm at about it. And I love McKennie, but I don't know.
Do you think he starts Gio Reyna against Iran?
No. I mean, what indication is he given otherwise? Maybe he gives him more time. He subs him on a little bit earlier, but no, he's given no indication that he will change his ways. And to think that he would be overestimating Greg Berhalter. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, that'd be complimentary, wouldn't it?
Yep.
I think we need him because Iran they're probably going to try to get a draw because they know that if they get a draw, they're most likely through. I mean, given Wales beat England by 2 goals. So they're probably going to go in the back to the 5-4-1, and they'll take, the one or two chances in the entire game that Taremi or Asmoon generate and just hope that they get one from that. And, Musa's a decent player. He's not going to break down a low block. Weston McKennie, maybe on his best day, can. Tyler Adams, he's not really a creative player like that. So we need somebody who's going to be able to find those tight spaces against Iran, who, again, completely bossed the game today. And I just see the scenario in which Gio Reyna's on the bench, maybe comes in the 70th minute, and the U.S. fail to win. And everyone is going to be looking at that decision and being like, you kept the most creative midfielder on the bench.
Yeah.
And I just
we need to be firing offensively. We did really well defensively today against on paper, a tremendously offensively gifted side. But you can't do that against Iran. You got to take risks. Like I said, it's win or go home. Win or go home. Because if we tie, we're out. We're donezo. So
yeah,
let's make this shit happen. We gotta do something. We gotta take some risks, and you're not gonna get that done with who's in our midfield. It's McKennie, Tyler Adams, and who's the motherfucker on the left? Musa. Come on, we gotta do something there. We gotta do something. We gotta switch something up there because I thought Musa had himself a pretty decent game, but you need somebody who's going to find those tight spaces. We need open play goals. We can't just cross shit in over and over and over and over. That doesn't work. We saw it today. Yeah. We saw it against Wales. It doesn't work. Our open play goal came from a beautiful pass and a Welsh mistake on the defensive end, and Tim Weah capitalized. Outside of that, what do we got? And Gio Reyna had a place. There was like a beautiful little 1-2 give and go sort of thing where he tried to pass up to, I think it was still Weah, or was it Aronson that came in? But Reyna passed and it went straight to the feet of a defender. And like, you can't help but think, like, what if he got 10 more minutes of game time? Does he thread that through? Does he get his boots underneath him and make that pass? Do we have at least another shot on goal, even if it's defended? I don't know, man. That's where I was at about Gio Reyna.
Something needs to make the United States more dynamic, for sure. Mm-hmm. And I think the few crumbs of minutes Aronson's getting, the fact that Gio Reyna gets thrown on in essentially garbage time, just about, even I'm honestly a little shocked Luca De La Torre 0 minutes so far. That's a bit surprising to me, especially how much we relied on him near the end of the qualifiers. What do you think happens in this Iran game?
I really don't know. I think it's a crapshoot. I could see another draw. Coming through. I do think we score. I see the scoreline that I'm seeing is like a 1-1, 2-1. Who gets the 2? Who gets the 1? The jury's still out for me right now. I think I'd have to give the edge to Iran. So just mathing it out in my head, I'd have to say Iran goes through 2-1, something like that. If USA wins, it's a 2-1. I think Iran's more likely to get a 1-0.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. This could be a Carlos Queiroz 0-0 special right here, straight out the oven.
Maybe that's all they need.
That's all they need. That's what they want.
That's what they want. They want something ugly, go through, have a good performance in the elimination rounds, and I don't know.
And they're going to look for that 0-0 in the elimination round too.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're going to do. And you know what? The Iranian fans that still support this team, they're not going to give a damn how ugly it is if they make it through.
Oh, no.
No one's going to remember that.
We're just, what's going to be remembered? We beat the United States. We overcame the massive embarrassment that we suffered at the hands of England, and we beat the United States. We owned the West. We went 2 for 3 against the West. Yeah. So that's pretty solid.
And I'm gonna be
Shion's gonna be losing his mind
here. I don't think they've ever made it out of the group stage.
You want me to look it up?
Can you look it up? I don't think they ever have.
I'm going to call Cheyenne right now. Hey, bro. You ever made it out of the group stage?
Dude, I tried telling him, dude. I was like, y'all are fine. Y'all are fine, because when I mapped out the group, I was like, yeah, Iran will probably get 5 or 6 points. They're going to get a loss in there somewhere.
Never managed to get through to the group stage. This is only their 6th appearance at the World Cup.
I mean, that's a lot to not make it out.
Yeah.
0 for 6.
What do you think about the country? Like, what was their league doing at the time? Where were their players? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. That's
feeling a draw, dude.
You kind of feeling a draw? I'm draw edge to Iran.
I think I go edge Iran too.
The United States, we came through with that red, white, and blue, yee, greatest country in the world mentality today. And that's what we needed. I said that. We needed the fucking ignorant ass, speak softly and carry a big stick. Theodore Roosevelt was with us today. Yeah, we needed that, and we had that kind of energy. We played well in spite of England's stacked roster. We played well in spite of England's pedigree. We played well in spite of our, basic irrelevance at the World Cup. So we need to do that again if we're going to go through. We cannot play to the Iranian standard. We cannot do that. We've got to meet them with the same gumption and the same desire that we met England today. Otherwise, we're not going to make it through. Otherwise, we won't even score. So, I mean, the work is there. Back in the day,
we made a video that was called "Iran will beat the U.S. in the World Cup," and now the time has come.
I don't even fucking remember that video.
For the prophecy to be fulfilled, or we get exposed and are branded traitors. I'm not sure how this game's going to go, but I think if you put a gun in my head and you force me to pick which team is going to win, I think it would be Iran, because the U.S. just their problems winning away from home, and I think their predictability will really hurt them.
Yeah.
And
probably right.
I am wondering how exhausted these guys are getting, because they played 2 hard games. Like against Wales, that was not a walk in the park for the United States. They were sprinting. Both teams were playing for their lives, even though it was the first match in the group. It was awesome to see. And then against England today, I mean, it was intense. It was very competitive. It was very even. It's a lot of running.
Tyler Adams is going to need to lay down. He's going to need to take 2 ice baths a day.
Yes, cryotherapy minimum 3 times a day. Like, I'm serious. I don't know if the guys are going to be able to do this again. Like,
you know what?
We're the youngest. Do they crack in the 60th minute? I don't know. We're actually not. I think Ghana is actually the youngest team.
Oh, we're the second youngest team then,
or something like that. 5th. Ecuador's the 5th youngest.
Up there.
I don't know.
No, we're top 2. I'm pretty sure. We're top 2. I'm pretty sure. But look, that if there's a team to do it, it's us. And that's what we're going to need. So put the work in now. We know what work has to happen here. We know the mentality that we need. If I was Greg, part of me just wants to like take their phones away and be like, we're going summer camp rules, motherfuckers. No outside contact. I'm shutting the Wi-Fi off. This is the USA compound now. You get access to the first 2 levels, and you get sunshine 3 times a day. That's it. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, you're doing cryo baths. I want to see team building exercises. We're all showering together, group showers, no individual stalls. This is a bonding exercise now. Mm-hmm. I want, you know what I want? I want you. You've seen the Top Gun movies? You haven't seen fucking Top Gun. Why am I even asking?
No.
You filthy fucking traitor.
I'm cultured.
United States fan. Uncultured swine.
I call myself a Mexico fan.
The homoerotic volleyball scene that they have on the beach where everybody's greased up and wearing jean shorts. That's what we need. We need that right there. That's going to carry us.
I'm picturing it now. Okay.
You're picturing it now. I can't believe you haven't seen that shit. Fuck, dude. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need Miles Teller. Everybody's got to grow a mustache. It's time. It's time.
The only problem is the Iranians have been doing that for decades now.
They have.
So they got a head start.
A little.
That was probably the
Just a
first thing that Kirosh implemented when he came in.
The mustaches?
He was like, you know, the volleyball scene in Top Gun? They were like, what the fuck is that? Look, I think that
literally
movie's
just like
banned
this
inside the country.
conversation right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be. It might be.
It might be banned. Honestly, they might be better off for it. But
They were like, yeah.
they might play it in the locker room. Be like, you gonna let motherfuckers who do this beat you guys, send you home from the World Cup?
Tom Cruise. And they're all gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Man, son of a bitch."
Yeah. I don't know, dude. We I don't know. You know what else? And this is the last thing I think we should say before we move on to the other games. One of the biggest detractors that we have said about this group of players, that your boy Alexi Lawless has said, that the pundits have said, legends of U.S. soccer, Landon Donovan, everybody, is that these guys are soft. They're not like the old guys. They're not like the old U.S. that can dig deep and get a result. You know, and I think they got that reputation because of Trinidad and Tobago when we got kicked out of the World Cup, and we've never been able to shake it since. This game against Iran, this is where you change the narrative. From we're not boys anymore. This isn't like we went to Qatar and had fun. We went to the desert and we became men. That's what this has the potential to do for the narrative. You want to change how people see U.S. soccer? You got to win this game. Has to be 3 points. You will prove everybody wrong because that's been one of the biggest detractors from this team.
That just gave
They're
me
sensitive.
goosebumps, yeah.
There we go.
They're
I should be a
sensitive.
public speaker.
You should be a public. You should be motivational because you're right. I mean, I haven't felt patriotic about the United States soccer team in years. You know, I don't even like the Olympics. Aren't even. They're pretty passe. I watch the weightlifting and it's like kind of cool, but like, I don't know. It's time for us to make a statement here. Something that the nation could rally behind, and you're right. This will be the decider. I think England today was a step in the right direction. When I don't know if it was Shaq or Weah or who or Dest, I think maybe, but they put Grealish on his ass, and Grealish plays for Man City. I fucking love Jack.
Oh, it just shoved him. Yeah, I think it was Musa
shoved
actually.
him.
He shoved him.
Musa?
Yeah, yeah.
Put him
Yeah, I
on
think
his
it was
ass.
Musa.
I was like, there we fucking go! Woo! USA, baby!
Yeah.
Like, I was like, these colors don't run. Let's go. These bitches are spangled. That's what I was on some shit when that happened. And so yeah, the physicality, the drive that we had today was a step in the right direction, but you're right. This is where boys are turned into men. And I'll take back everything that I've fucking said if we can pull it through. But again,
So we'll
talk
see.
is cheap. Talk is cheap. Let's see some action here.
Yeah. All right, y'all let us know in the comments what you think. Which team gets the result? Get a draw. Iranians go through. Does the U.S. pull it out? Carlos Queiroz masterclass. Iran wins 4-0. Greg Berhalter sacked at halftime. Comment down below. Anything could happen. Mr. World Cup, baby. Speaking of Qatar, they become the first host in World Cup history to be eliminated after the first 2 games. Connor, what does this mean for Qatar?
What does it mean?
And you personally. What does it mean to you personally?
Business as usual. Oh, wow. I'm so shocked that Qatar was the first nation for this to happen to. No, like they're not a footballing nation. They don't have a large presence there. They're a weak team in not the strongest conference or region. And I don't know. You can't help but feel bad for them. Like the preparation obviously wasn't there. They don't have the pedigree or the history or the support, frankly. You can dump as much money in here, but it's just you can't just pay for talent like that. And you can buy the World Cup, but you can't buy skill on the football pitch. And I mean, we're all seeing that. We're like, well, what did we expect to happen? This isn't going to be a Russia where, yeah, an objectively weak Russian team gets juiced on PEDs and goes off. Like, at least they have experience. At least they have like a league that people go to. Like, they had a couple Brazilians playing in the Russian league. There's Adolfo Gaish from Argentina is over there.
Players.
Yeah, there's talent there. These teams show up in Europa and Champions League sometimes. Like, there is a history there. There's not in Qatar. Think about it. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, South Africa is probably the worst team to have held the World Cup in like the last, I mean, since the 2000s, right?
Since
Who
the
else?
2000s, oof. I mean, Japan and Korea were pretty weak in 2002. I don't know, like,
Kind of,
I
but
don't
did
know
they
how they
have
compare to
stars?
2010.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, they
that's
had
fair.
stars. They had stars. I mean,
So they
Park
have
Ji-sung for
stars.
Korea at the very least. But yeah,
Qatar doesn't have any stars. Qatar
Japan
doesn't
had
have a
a
single.
couple guys too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at least there is like a modicum of talent there. These are a bunch of unknown guys who came out here, were led like lambs to the slaughter. Unfortunately, I mean, you hate to see it. You want those guys to perform well, if not for the government, at least for the people of Qatar. You know, um, but
Not
frankly,
me.
what did we expect was going to happen?
I don't. I wanted them to do well until they won the rights to the fucking Asian Cup, and then I was like, nah,
Fuck 'em.
nah, I'm done. Y'all get back-to-back major tournaments, home field advantage. This is bullshit, and you know it. That's what I was like. You're just taking the piss at this point.
Yeah,
Like, okay, I wanted them to bow out with dignity. And I think, honestly, in today's game against Senegal, I think they did that. They put up a fight. They didn't quit. They got a goal. What did we say? We said if Qatar score a goal, massive dub.
massive
They
dub,
did it.
and they did
They
it.
did it.
Yeah,
That's step one. Maybe they get a second one against the Netherlands in their last match.
that would be
Who
huge.
knows?
That would be
Huge.
huge to score against the Netherlands. That's how you start a football history, a tradition going forward. Honestly,
Right. Right. I mean, they should have had two today. Akram Afif, their best player, soft ass move. Goes down so easy in the box trying to draw a penalty instead of just shooting when he's wide open one-on-one on goal. Tries to like bait the defender into a pen. And thank God the ref didn't call it because he was already diving before the defender even touched him. Embarrassing. And that shows like
cowardly.
to me that kind of showed Qatar overall. I'm kind of like they know they shouldn't be here. They're not confident. Look
No,
how shaky they've looked in both games. Yet they came out and
yes,
tried a
they
little
are.
more in
That's
this game,
that's
but
that's a good word to describe them. Shaky, timid.
yes, these players aren't idiots.
Mm-mm.
They know they're looking around. They're like, that's Virgil van Dijk on the other side. That's Koulibaly over there. Like this is not the Arab Cup anymore.
No,
This is the big boys. And when you don't get there by merit, you know that. You know that. It feels different when you build a company from scratch and when your daddy just gives it to you after he passes away. It feels different. You know, when you go into that first boardroom meeting, I'm the shit. This is my company. I built this. And yeah, here's Jimmy John Jr. And they're Jimmy John Jr. right now.
yeah, they are.
You
They
know,
are.
Jimmy
Yeah,
John's. I used to eat that a lot in college, but you get my point. I think the players are like, they're not, the game is up. The jig is up. Y'all not like that. I was bad
you don't
enough
gotta
Costa
like
Rica's
that.
here. We got
Yeah,
y'all here too, and you the hosts. And you said, what did we expect? I told you a lot of people had them in second, getting through. They had
those
Ecuador
people.
last 0 points.
Those
How's
people
that
are
prediction look
idiots.
now?
Foolish. God, I love Ecuador. I love Ecuador so much.
You drank the Kool-Aid, bro.
You're
You
drinking
you
the
watched
Kool-Aid.
too many Qatar commercials.
Yeah.
Qatari Airways, bro. You flew on one flight, thought it was really comfortable, and you thought, yeah, their national team will probably get second now in Group A. Crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy. And if I'm Qatar, when that draw came out, I'm ecstatic. You get a Netherlands team that, yes, they have good players, but it's not a very balanced team, and they're susceptible. For God's sake, their goalkeeper is a guy that they just found on Craigslist. And he'd been playing well. He'd been playing really well. The Qatar keeper was so bad. I mean, that guy didn't start today in match 2, Connor. Who knows if he's still
Yeah.
alive? Does anyone know if that man is still alive? Because it was a different man.
They
There was a
took him
different
out
man in
back.
goal today. They took him out back.
They drove him out into the middle
He's-
of the desert and left him.
He's in the sand dunes now. We're never seeing him again. We're never seeing him again. So that was their hardest team. Then they get Senegal. Okay, African champions. It's a little scary. But then you get Senegal without Sadio Mane. So you get the best team from a struggling federation without their best player. And then you get Ecuador, who are internationally largely untested. They made it out of the group stage once. The other 2 times in the World Cup, they haven't made it. This is only their 4th time. So you were Qatari and you were like, bro, this is phenomenal. And they got 2 L's. What was it? -4 goal differential to show for it. Should have been more against Ecuador. Probably could have been more against Senegal today.
Rough, dude.
It's crazy. It's like you said, you
crazy.
cannot buy success like this.
You can't.
Especially not international.
No, under no circumstances.
Yeah, sport, it doesn't work like that. And Senegal, what do you think about them scoring 3 goals without Sadio Mane?
I was really happy for them. I'm really enjoying that we're not seeing AFCON at this tournament. We're seeing entirely revitalized African teams. And frankly, I like Senegal more without Sadio Mane.
Woo!
I like him without. Like, tell me right now.
Okay, when you say like them, you mean you like watching them more?
Like watching them more. I like the way they play more. Tell me one game that you've watched this World Cup that was worse than any game they played in AFCON. I honestly
completely
can't.
agree.
It's the best football that I've seen from Africa in recent memory.
They look liberated a little bit.
Overall, they look liberated. There's no pressure. They're playing in spite of losing him. They're playing like a team. They're unified. Every offensive attack isn't based out on the left wing. It's not predictable.
Every ball is not just diagonal that way. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, they could just stack 4 guys over on the right side. Just get 4 right backs. And you'll have a great time against Senegal with Sadio Mane. Without, they score 3. Wow. I wonder what the common denominator here is. I really don't know if it's just Sadio Mane. Like, there's a whole lot of other factors that can be taken into this. I'm just happy it's happening. I really don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it. If I had to say, I'd say they got scared that they didn't have Sadio Mane, but the rest of the guys grew a pair of balls, put on their big boy pants, and they said, let's go out here and represent our country. It's that mentality, dude. That mentality, that energy, tactics and everything is all well and good, but that mentality is what carries you through. That mentality is what won Germany the World Cup in 2014 when they put Mario Götze on. Immediate impact. That man said, I'm going to go do something for my country. And he did. And I think we're seeing that here. The World Cup is different. It's a different beast.
Without a doubt. And maybe bigger than just Mane being out. I mean, teams prepare for the World Cup, right?
Right.
And Mane's been the man for years for Senegal. So imagine watching thousands of hours of film on Senegal with Sadio Mane. I bet the Qatar manager could have told you exactly what they do. You know, he knew it like the back of his hand. And then Mane goes out. You have no film to reference whatsoever. And then you're like, we don't know what these guys are going to play. It's like when a quarterback goes down, you know, I forgot who the quarterback was for the Cowboys who stepped up. And then he, throws for 3 touchdowns in his first game. And everyone's like, hold on. Is this guy does he like to run? What audibles does he call at the line of scrimmage?
Is he a god or is this just unpredictable? We weren't set up for
how
this.
Actually, are they going to run the ball every play? Are they going to keep passing? That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I think everyone's preparation for Senegal has completely gone out the window.
Uh-huh.
Both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, because I mean, you prepare for a guy who's, up for the Ballon d'Or and these major tournaments, he's competing in them, and he's one of the premier soccer players in the world. He has an impact on any field that he touches. So, yeah, I guess if you prepare for that, he's completely a difference maker in both ways. That's a really good point. That is a really good point. Huh.
Maybe that will benefit Ecuador the most now that they have 2 games to reference.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what they do. For sure. And they got 4 days to prepare for it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dutch, they didn't know what the hell was going to go on. And they didn't score till the 82nd minute or something. It showed.
It did show. It's exciting. It's exciting football. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. I got to give props to Senegal's coach, Aliou Cisse. I think it's Aliou Cisse is how you pronounce his first name. My apologies. I didn't think he'd be able to adapt like this. Well, some people certainly think so. I'm doing my best, man. And get his French. I guess would be a French name. Aliou. Ailu
At
Cisse,
least
whatever.
derived. I don't know. Who knows?
His last name's Cisse. Okay, at least that one I'm
Any
for sure.
Senegalese, please correct us in the comments.
Yes, please.
All three
if
of
you
you.
haven't already blocked the channel. But he's shown that I think of the African managers, he's the one who has the most flexibility. Because
Okay.
most guys, you take out their best player, they're like, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're done. They don't have a plan
Yeah.
B. But this guy's shown so far. I mean, Senegal are pretty much right where they want to be. Of course, they would have rather have tied the Dutch on the first day, but they got 3 points. If they beat Ecuador, they're through.
They're through.
They can't draw. They have to win. So they're gonna have to play. This is what I wanted, dude. I wanted either a Senegal or Ecuador to be in a position where they had to win because they're gonna have to attack, which is gonna leave Senegal open. And maybe this is a good transition into the Netherlands-Ecuador game, which I thought was phenomenal. I think my guy Ener Valencia and Plata and Estrada, I think they're going to be able to take advantage of that. And it should be a great fucking game.
It really should be a great fucking game. You know what I liked? I liked watching who's your fucking man? Is it Preciado? Is it Preciado? Yeah. You mean Preciado. Remember, he's not very good offensively. He's a very defensive minded. Is that who I'm thinking of? Is that the same guy? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
It's him?
I do know.
Preciado?
Yeah, it is him.
He was offensively a stud today. Offensively a stud. I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was really
this man's going to get a transfer. This man's going to get a transfer.
I think I even saw that. Did you text that? He was like, he's playing for the transfer right now.
I didn't text that, but Valencia has scored the goals, so he's getting the headlines. Let me tell you, you could make the argument Preciado's been their best player.
Wow.
The man has been a fucking freak. He's already got 1 assist. Today, that offsides goal was bullshit. And I'm going to always say that was bullshit. He was not impeding the goalkeeper whatsoever. But why does the ball get in there? Because Preciado, who is never afraid to shoot, rips in a shot from outside the box. And then I think it was Valencia. Was it Valencia the first time who deflects it in? I can't remember who scores it when it gets disallowed. No, it's Stupinian. It was Stupinian. Stupinian deflects it in, and then they call it off because of one of the center backs blocking the goal. Horrible call, embarrassing.
I will say,
especially VAR, that should never happen.
Side note, just really quick, I thought the refereeing in pretty much all of the games has been pretty solid, which I was keeping my eye out for it. I really thought we were going to see some tomfoolery out here. Ecuador has suffered the most. And I thought there were a couple moments in Wales, United States, where United States should have gotten some calls. But outside of that, outside of my U.S. bias, I thought that the refereeing, the officiating has been really pretty solid. But yeah, Ecuador has been suffering from that.
No, right. They've had two goals called back, 1 in each game.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
These poor guys.
In spite of that, they don't quit, bro. We've been trying to tell people these guys are dogs.
Yeah.
They are from the trenches. They are not afraid of Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. Denzel Dumfries,
nobody gives a shit.
Scrub. No one gives a shit.
Dude, that's that South American mentality. I don't care who you have on your team. I'm going after you. It's like Chile in the Copa Americas. Medel went up against Suarez. He went up against Cavani. He went up against Messi. He went up against fucking Mascherano, Higuain, all of these guys.
Yames, everybody,
fuck. Everybody did not give a single fuck. Not a one. Not a one, dude.
No.
Absolute.
No.
I mean, that's what you need. That's what you need when you're going up against these guys. It's going to give you the balls. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you play. I'm going to play my best version, and I'm going to make you run. I'm going to give you a run for your money. And guess what? They make mistakes. The other team is going to make mistakes with that. If you're challenged like that, you're not expecting that. Virgil van Dijk isn't expecting that. He thinks everybody's going to take him on with the same honor and respect and caliber that is deserving as his pedigree as the premier defender in the world. No, sir. Welcome to international football. He's been playing well, but you know what I mean. It's nice. It's been nice to watch them. Pleasant.
It has. I think they are shocking a lot of people because I think there was a lot of disrespect thrown at them basically since the draw happened.
Yeah.
And FIFA did them no favors by having them ranked, 44th,
Yeah.
48th? Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
And but they don't give a damn. They're going out there. Okay, you want to call goals back? That's fine. We'll keep going again and again and again. They get a goal wrongfully, in my opinion, called back for offside, for not even, I don't even know if it's offsides. I don't know what you call that. Impediment?
Blocking,
Impeding? I don't,
impeding the keeper or something.
whatever. And then they hit the post.
Obstruction, yeah.
Obstruction. And then they hit the post. Gonzalo Plata barely misses. And then they get a goal finally from Valencia, just putting the goddamn team on his back. 3 goals in 2 games. My top goal scorer for the group, coming through for me, baby. Like, he's a dog. He's a dog.
He's a dog. He is a dog. It's been really wonderful.
He's the old man on the team. Everybody else is a young kid, besides Valencia and the goalkeeper.
Mhm.
Everybody else is a kid, basically. And he's showing the youngins how it's done. So nice to see. It's so nice
It
to
is
see.
really nice to see.
I think it's always a big deal when you see any non-European team get a result against a European giant.
Yeah.
How much of a big deal, or on a scale of 1 to 10, like, how important is this result, do you think?
To take points off of them? I think
Yeah.
it is. I think it's huge. So there's a difference between what the United States did today and what Ecuador did today, I feel. England tied that game, right? They didn't play up to their capabilities, and therefore the United States had a larger chance to win that game. I don't think Ecuador has had that blessing. I think that they have gone into 2 dogfights, and they have had to scrap for every single point that they've gotten. So the fact that they're taking points off of a European giant like Holland is a huge deal. And that's going to do wonders for their ego going forward. We're not here to fuck around, is the message that sends.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I think what you were saying is spot on. I think England secured a draw. I think the Dutch avoided defeat is how I would classify that. They were lucky. They had 1 shot. Cody Gakpo, bravo. Wow. Jake joked that he was going to pick him for top goal scorer. You fucking should have, Jake. You should have.
What a great goal
already.
That was a gorgeous goal. Banger.
That was their 1 shot. Ecuador ran these guys off the park.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say enough about this team, dude. I love Ecuador, bro. I swear to God, I'm buying the jersey tonight. I've seen enough. I don't even care if they lose to Senegal and don't advance. Like, I'm just
Which
so
one
proud
are
of
you
these
getting?
guys.
The yellow or the blue?
The blue is so
You
cool.
gotta get the blue. You gotta get the
blue.
And let's go back. Bro, we talked about this with the World Cup jerseys. Marathon? What a dope brand. They better get a deal after this. Marathon better get a deal after this.
I sent you that warm-up. That blue warm-up?
Bro, the United States better pick up. Fuck Nike. Fuck Nike. I'll burn this motherfucker. Pick up Marathon. Pick up Marathon. It's an Ecuadorian brand. I'm here for it. I'm going to get on their website, just see what they have. Are you kidding me?
There's
I'm going to be at the gym. Where'd you get those shorts? So I'm going to be like, Marathon. And then I'm going to walk away. And you'll be like, what the fuck?
That would be the biggest storyline of Qatar. U.S. drops Nike for Marathon. Wow.
It'd be huge. And you know our kiss would be cold as fuck, bro.
Because they don't play games.
They don't play games. Just like Ecuador, baby. Underdog. Producing a quality product.
Yeah, they come out with some like red, white, and blue like alternate that just would be the most fire thing that we've ever seen.
It'd be a pretty conservative. I'm thinking like stark white, maybe like an eggshell with a badge.
Mm-hmm.
The Marathon logo would look pretty good over here in like a dark blue, maybe some like dark blue sleeves or like a dark blue stripe down the side, maybe with like some red on the back or pinstriping or I don't know, something like that. Then they'd come out. That alternate would be sick. You just have like pictures of the founding fathers watermarked all over. They got Betsy Ross on the back making the flag. Oh my God.
That would be so sick. I was
I'm
trying to
ready.
think
I'm
like
ready to see it.
what could we put like as an overlay on a jersey? Like I don't know, Mount Rushmore or something. That'd be kind of hard. Like Statue of Liberty themed jersey. That could be dope.
Statue of Liberty would be dope. Can you imagine if we came out with Statue of Liberty alternates that are like that teal sort of green, like rusted copper?
Okay.
That would be hard. I
I
could
feel
take
like
that.
if the shorts were white, I think it would be sick.
Yeah, it could be sick. But every time they score, they got to hit them with the.
Why does nobody do that? It's probably because we don't score.
I don't know, bro. Because we're not playing. Oh my god.
Dude, can I quick anecdote? So
yeah, go.
I saw this on Twitter. So after the Korea Uruguay game, my guy Choge-sung, who plays as the backup striker for Korea, I don't know if I think I retweeted this. I don't know if you saw it already. Somebody has said his following has gone up 15 times since the game, and it showed like a video of like him on the bench. And basically what it's insinuating is he's so handsome that like all these girls are like now following him because he's a really good, like looking Korean dude. He's got like the pretty boy look, but he's like athletic.
Yeah.
I'm like, this man probably drowning. His DMs are like.
He's drowning. His DMs are full. My voicemail box is full. And this man's Instagram DMs are probably just jam-packed. What is it? How many free gigabytes do you get on your Gmail for storage? It's
15,
like 20,
I think.
15, 20, yeah. Full.
Completely
They're sending
full.
him emails in this bitch.
It's all video files, and we're not going to get into that. But
we can't get into that.
We can't get into that. I just hope my man at least is conversational in English, because ain't nobody else.
Because he's missing out. I'll tell you what.
He's missing out, bro.
We'll be your liaison here. I'll meet you halfway. I'll help you. No emojis. No emojis. That's the key.
Anyways, I just thought it was a hilarious side story I saw.
That is
I was like, all right, well,
hilarious.
Korea took at least one dub today. My guy Choge-sung, and he should start. We didn't do reactions to yesterday, and we don't have time to do that. But I think it's about time that he gets to start.
It's about time. Well, his ego's got to be flying, so that'll be a boon for him.
I don't know. The Koreans, they keep it humble.
Keep it humble.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, "This is completely undeserved. There are so many better. Look at my teammates. They deserve it more than I do." He'd give something like that.
He's gonna have pent up energy, pent up frustration, at the very least.
Yeah.
Of what nature I will not disclose, but
he used to be bald too, or he had the buzz cut because he was playing for the military team.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
But now he's got his hair back.
Oh, he's at full strength.
He's at full strength. Yeah. he evolved.
He evolved.
He was a guy who like he hits the salute when he scored.
God, I love that.
Some random World Cup qualifier, and I saw him do that. And I was like, "What the?" I take the remote and I like go back. I'm like, "This man just hit the salute after he scored." Yeah. I was like, "It's the hardest thing I've ever seen."
He's a hard man.
Yeah, and now he's got how many followers? I don't know, but anyways, that's certainly. If only Deadball TV's following could 15x.
I know, Jesus Christ.
Although we should say thank you guys for getting us to 2,000.
Yeah, dude, we did it. You guys did it, really. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a miracle.
How 2,000 of you can put up with us, I don't understand. But we'll find something interesting to talk about after the World Cup. Don't unsubscribe just yet.
Yeah. No, we can keep it going. We can keep going. It's very nice. Everyone's being super appreciative and complimentary of us in the comments. And well, of course, I wish there was more hate and contention. It does make me feel good when I see comments talking about how much you guys like the pod. So
yeah,
when I'm editing at 3 o'clock in the morning, it makes it, a little less shitty of a situation. I'm like, all right, I feel like I got an obligation I got to put on for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm like,
it's good that you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, we're
so waiting on us to put out these videos.
That being said, we want more contention there.
Yeah,
one more contention. Correct us on pronunciations, roster choices. Yeah. Who do you think? Where are our howler takes? Want to hear more of that. So,
did I pronounce Aliou Cisse correctly? I don't know.
Probably not. Can we talk? Is there anything else you want to cover, or can we do?
I want to quickly ask you what you think about the Dutch.
I like the Dutch. I like the Dutch. I like the way they look. I like the way they play. And I'm excited to see what they do going forward. Um, I think they're going to advance handily. Are they already locked in for that, or was there
No,
goal
it's a
differential?
three-way
No.
race. I think if
Then
Qatar beats the Dutch, actually, how would that work? Because they have 4 points. Ecuador has 4 points. Senegal has 3. I
so
don't
is the
know.
only possible way. No,
Qatar
I
beats them by like 2 goals or something. Is what would have
which
to
isn't gonna
happen,
happen.
I think.
So they're locked in. So they're so they're locked in. The Netherlands, I have full confidence in them. I really like them going forward. I think this Craigslist goalkeeper that they have is actually pretty solid. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of their offense. Gakpo's looking really good.
Really
Um,
good.
really good. And yeah, hopefully Depay starts firing on all cylinders, and we see some more good football because I'm here for it. I really enjoy watching them. I'll put it that way. What about you? What do
I'm
you think?
glad you said that because I completely disagree. I think that they got
Really?
big problems.
You think they got
I think
problems?
if you're getting bossed around like that by Ecuador, and I think you get decently fortunate in your goals against the Senegalese, I think they're in trouble. They look like they're going to bounce out in the round 16.
See, I think Ecuador and Senegal are the exceptions, though. I think that the Netherlands, just like we predicted, showed up here and they were ready for some easy games, and they're kind of getting shocked. I think this is going to serve them going forward. I mean, whichever one of the teams, I think they will be moving forward, but whoever goes forward, Ecuador or
I do
Senegal,
too. I do too.
I think that Netherlands is going to be playing a lot harder now. I do think they're mentally strong enough to make this happen. I think they had a really good blend of some easy competition in Qatar and or they have a really good blend of easy competition in Qatar and then some pretty big wake up calls in the face of Senegal and Ecuador. So I think going forward, they're going to be better. I have confidence
They
in them.
better be
They better be,
because
yeah.
otherwise they're out. Like I think the fact that both Senegal and Ecuador can look at those results, look at those games, and be like, we probably should have won.
Hmm.
Especially Ecuador. Ecuador were the better team. If you think the Dutch were the better team today, like you're probably on the Flying
Biased.
Dutchman. Like you're beyond bias. Like that's crazy. They were woeful today, and Ecuador honestly weren't even perfect. They were really good, but I don't even think that's their pinnacle. And the
I
Senegalese,
think if you switch the Netherlands with Belgium in this group, you put Belgium in this group, Belgium crashes out in the group. Easy.
oh, Belgium probably have 2 losses
Yeah, I think so.
by now.
Bottom of the
Maybe a
table.
draw against Senegal. I mean, the goals against Senegal is because Edouard Mendy made mistakes.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a goalkeeper error, honestly, for both of them. And the second one, I mean, it's like in the 98th minute. You know, the Senegalese are pushing for that equalizer, and they get in a one-on-one.
Yeah.
And Mendy deflects the shot, but deflects it into the trailing guy. I think it was Klaassen. I don't remember who
Yeah.
tapped it
It
in,
was
but
Klaassen. That sounds right.
you could I would have said a draw was a fair result for that game, and I would have said an L was a fair result for
The Ecuador.
Ecuador. Now, football's not fair, obviously, because they got 4 points, but I think whether it's England, Iran, or the US if they play in the round 16, I think all those 3 of those guys in Group B, I think they'll be feeling all right with that. They'll be like, okay, I like our chances to get to the quarters. I really
Yeah.
do. Because
I
Depay ain't
agree.
Depay right now, dude. You can see it. You can see it. He's like 70%.
Damn.
I'm gonna do without a Gakpo screamer, they lose today.
That's true. That's
Does he
very
do that
true.
again? Does he pull that out of his asshole again?
I don't know. I
Probably
don't know.
not.
He seems to be
How
on
many
form, but
golazos do you get a tournament?
yeah, because that was almost a world beater. That fucking goal. That was nice. That was
Oh yeah,
nice.
Galindez had no shot, had no chance.
I think he got close though.
I think as close as
close?
you, because it was
As close as you can get without, yeah.
the way it curved away from Galindez and then back in, like
He hit that finesse
Memo
shot.
Ochoa.
He held down RB with that motherfucker. Yeah.
He did.
The spin was
And he
nasty.
powered it up just the right amount. He's got 92 curve on as a rating. It was done.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like that. Let's talk about just one more thing, little fun,
Okay.
maybe not so fun topic
One more
before
thing,
we
and then your
sign
boys got
off
to go
here.
get a couch.
Yeah. And I got
And
to
you
go
do
lay
too.
down on the couch. I'm going to go troll the streets, see if there's a couch out there with no bed bugs on it.
Have you bought a couch yet?
No.
All right. So we couchless out here.
We are couchless out here. Yeah. Well, I'm broke as hell. That's the only reason I haven't. You can ask Josh. I'm sure he's told you many times.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yes.
he has. Fuck that guy.
Just wait for the Nike. Just wait for the Nike deal or
The
marathon.
Nike deal.
Honestly, at this point.
Ooh, at this point, I'll get a marathon branded couch. That'd be sick. So I saw in the comments somebody said, "Let's hope Jack and Connor stay friends after the Mexico game." I really don't know. We haven't, outside of the Mexico game that we watched in 2019. We haven't watched Argentina Mexico together ever.
Together, no. But
I mean, I
since
don't
we've
know
been
how many
friends,
other.
which is like 21 years or
Yeah.
something, Mexico has beat Argentina once and drawn them once and lost, I want to say 5 times.
Okay.
It's not a good
can't
record.
confirm that. It's not a good record.
It's not a good record.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of smack talking going on in the comments. My Argentine boy that's always in the comments, he's he's been going off. He's been blowing up my Instagram. He's like, "These motherfuckers, we're gonna make them pay." And I'm like, Jesus, Vince.
Dude, the smack
We
talk
are.
has been crazy between
It
the two
has been
countries.
crazy, dude. Yes. It has been insane. I heard so the Vince guy, he's in our comments. You can find him there a lot. He sent me a video of a bunch of Mexican fans on the bus singing about the Malvinas.
Oh, en las Malvinas hablan inglés? I was like,
I think so,
damn,
yeah.
like y'all are
I
gonna
was watching that,
start
I was like,
beef.
holy shit. Y'all want beef. Y'all want the smoke. I don't know why.
I told you, bro, we smoking on that Tagliafico pack.
Look, all I'm saying is, what's his name? The fucking Argentine boy who now plays for
Funes Mori.
Mexico. Funes Mori, querido. He thinks he's gonna get his first goal against Argentina. I don't think that's gonna happen. Big dog.
I don't think it's gonna happen either. Don't take that bet, people. Do not do it.
Don't take that spread. The Vegas odds are gonna look good, but do not take it. Do not take that shit. Hell no.
No, dude. I think Dogecoin's a better investment at this point than that bet. Like,
It is, and I lost hundreds.
I lost tens of dollars on that, but I saw a meme and it was like, if this happens, it will start a war. And it was like Argentina 0, Mexico 1, and it was like 95th minute, Rogelio Funes. I was crying earlier.
Bro, Christina Kirchner's gonna have him assassinated.
Oh my
Oh, it's
God.
fucking hilarious.
I saw another one and it was like when Antuna scores against Argentina to make it 7-1, and it's him like this, like wearing a Mexico kit, and it's like Argentina 7, Mexico 1.
Bro, have you seen the one?
Oh,
So
man.
after the Funes Mori thing came out, where he's like, "Oh, I want to do that," it showed like a picture of De Paul and I think it was Messi, and they were like kicking the ball around. They like look at the TV and they hear that, and they're like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
I have not seen that.
I've never seen him before in my life. My boy Vince sent me that. I'll send it to you. It's fucking hilarious. They're like,
I saw the DePaul meme where he's like, it's like him, Messi, and Ronaldo playing chess, and it's like DePaul like standing like right, like right behind him.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's hilarious.
No, dude, the shit talking is crazy. And we spoke back when I was in Japan. I was like, I don't know if Mexico has a rival outside of CONCACAF, and I was like, if we do, it's Brazil or Argentina. Like it has to be.
I'm telling you, that Brazil or the Mexico Argentina, it feels, at least in my recent memory, it's maybe because I'm closer to home there, but I mean, it's feeling pretty real. At least the animosity on
very
your
real.
guys' end.
Very real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like they're out for blood. So I mean, Argentina better bring it tomorrow. Jesus Christ, it's tomorrow. I gotta sit down.
Dude, I saw this like video. He's like an Argentine YouTuber, and he basically went on a 15-minute rant about why Mexico is shit and there's no chance that they'll win. That was like the first like aggressive piece of content that I observed, and then I started all the memes just started pouring in on Twitter. I was like, it's the language, dude. It's the common language.
It's the common language, but that is foolish. I mean, we can't encourage that sort of mentality going into this. Because I mean, oh my God.
It's
I don't like
crazy,
that.
Dude.
It is gonna be
crazy.
crazy. It is gonna be crazy. Red cards, yellow cards, injuries. I'm horrified.
There has to be a red card in this game.
There has to be a red card. Yeah. Well, let us know how many cards you think we're going to see in this game. Let us know if you think we're going to see a red and from who, Otamendi. And let us know who you think gets. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. Anulo Mufa. It's going to be a good, clean game.
What do we do if it's
15 minutes
0-0?
added on 0-0? Oh.
What do we do? What's the reaction?
I'm going to commit seppuku. What do you mean? It's going to fucking suck. Argentina's fucked if that happens. Well, we might.
Yeah, you guys are fucked. You guys are fucked. You would have to beat Poland and hope that Saudi Arabia beats us to go through.
That can't happen. I think there's no way in hell it's going to be a tie. No shot. No shot in hell. No.
I think one team wins 3-1. I just don't know which team it's going to be. And it's probably not Mexico. But
hey, look, the United States held England to a draw today, so anything can happen. Anything can happen.
I'm very nervous.
God damn, I just got anxiety from that. I was like, we're going to end on a happy note, and now I'm like feeling nauseous.
I have so much anxiety.
I have great Thanksgiving food in the fridge. I'm not going to eat any of it. I'm going to be horrified.
My parents were like, do you want to go? We can do like a family lunch at 1 o'clock. I was like, no.
No, actually.
No. It's like, don't talk to me from 12 to honestly, like whenever I reach out to you. Because if Mexico lose 4-0, I don't want to speak to anyone. I guess I will jump on and do a video for everybody out there, but I'm either not going to say anything or I'm just going to rant the entire hour and a half.
Are we doing a video tomorrow?
We're doing a video tomorrow.
All right, word. You heard it here. Are we still going to be friends tomorrow, regardless of what happens?
What would it take for us to not be friends?
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm petty as hell. If Argentina loses tomorrow, I'm probably not going to hop on. I'll probably have to do like a solo video. I'm going to need time. I'm going to need, respectfully, I'm going to need time. We'll figure it out as it goes. 21 years surely can't be destroyed by one soccer game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what on the pitch goes down? Like Scaloneta would have to like bitch slap Chucky Lozano. I don't even know what would need to happen. Like,
can you imagine he comes over to the sideline and he just
oh my God, dude.
Oh,
honestly, that would be crazy. Like, I don't know how that would affect our friendship, but I would hate Argentina after that.
Yeah.
I only root for Argentina because of you, but realistically, I should hate them because they've knocked us out of the World Cup multiple times. And just generally, I think we play worse against Argentina than we do against any other team, like even Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. So
I don't know what it is either.
So yeah, and that's probably where the animosity is coming from, because Mexicans are probably like, this is bullshit. These guys have had our number forever, and now's the time. And what an upset it would be, dude. I have to say, this Mexico team is so ass, and this Argentinian team is pretty stacked. It would be crazy. And I said in my reaction video, you guys, Argentina, y'all are fighting history. Like, you're fighting ending up on the wrong side of history as one of the most talented teams to never make it out of the group stage. with Leo. Like, this is not how Messi wants to go out either. He's fighting for his legacy because people will use this shit against him, whether it's fair or not. Mexico, what are we fighting for? Overweight Argentine head coach who's gonna fucking leave, even if we make it through, we could win the World Cup. He's not coming back, and nobody wants him back anyways. National pride. I mean, that's it.
Y'all are playing for spite right now. Y'all are playing to spite us.
Yeah.
Y'all could lose. Y'all could get knocked out. Like, it could be Poland, Saudi Arabia that goes through, right? Poland, Saudi Arabia go through. Argentina, Mexico gets knocked out. Mexico still wins the group because they knocked us out in this game. I guarantee you. You guys will wave that shit like a victory flag.
Yes. Yes.
Very
what did that tweet say that I
sent?
sent you? God, it was like, even if we get eliminated, like the fact that we knock out Argentina, it's like better than winning at all or something like that, which I'm like, yo, you are insane, bro. You're telling me you'd rather beat Argentina than win the World Cup? Like, you crazy. What did they do to you?
I just found the England fans banned from entering the World Cup stadiums in Qatar in full Crusader costumes. That was a banger. Jake said that was fucking hilarious. It looks like a scene from Shrek. You know where they have the cops? Dude, come on. Can you not see it?
Oh, no, I can. I thought it was like Monty Python.
So
like
it was, yes.
My thing's not loaded on my phone. I forgot what it said.
Did you send it to me or was it in our group chat?
I sent it just to you. And I guarantee I'm going to get on Twitter right as we're done here. I'm going to see 15 more
Mexico
memes.
Quizás nunca gane un mundial, pero eliminar a Argentina en el último mundial de Messi se festejaría como un campeonato.
Yeah.
So we don't even want to win the World Cup, but I swear to God, if we knock Argentina out in Messi's last World Cup, we're going to celebrate it like a championship.
Yeah, like we might never win, but if we win this game, fuck it. You know, like, I'm like, that's crazy. God. Like, I don't know. Maybe because you're probably the only reason I don't have animosity towards Argentina.
Well, likewise about Mexico. Like, I'm learning the players' names. I'm getting excited about it. You guys have an Argentine coach. Like, there's very little that should be
for at least another week. Never again. And never again after this.
Would you
honestly? He's probably the main reason we hate Argentina so much.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. Bro, I bet you he like sets you guys up worse for when you play Argentina.
I heard he's gonna play 5-3-2.
He's in deep cover.
We never play a 5-3-2.
You're in deep cover, baby. That's what I'm talking about. He's going to sub off your best players. And then they're going to kick him out and he's going to go to the airport like, ooh.
Dude, what if he benches Ochoa?
If he benches Ochoa and then he flees to the Argentine compound, he just runs to the Argentine embassy and is up there like,
what if at halftime he literally like unzips his jacket and he's got the Argentine kit underneath?
And he runs into the tunnels for dear life.
Oh my
Bro, they would. They would. The fans would jump over. They'd be like, oh my God, fuck the puto chance. Like, they would fucking charge him. Murders.
Yes.
You know what? That's the energy that we need going into tomorrow's game.
That's what we need.
Folks, we want the stress test for our friendship here.
And honestly, Mexican-Argentine relations could be permanently altered because of this match. Like trade agreements in the trash can. No sir, bro, no oil, no beef, no nothing.
I saw a tweet earlier today, and I'm gonna absolutely butcher it, but some Mexican guy was like, or an Argentine guy was like, "You're gonna eat like te vas a comer 3 goles. Like we're gonna put 3 past you. You're gonna eat 3 Argentine goals." And the Mexican guy was like, "Your economy is so bad right now, you can't even get 3 square meals." And then the Argentine guy tweeted back to him, and he said, "We eat 3 meals at your mother's house every day. Now get ready."
Oh, it's gonna be crazy, dude.
This is, bro.
That's gonna be crazy, dude. I'm excited,
but
excited. Also just terrified,
horrified, mortified.
Yeah. It's not gonna be fun.
No, it's gonna be miserable.
Until even the final whistle, I might just pass out.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and restrain my. Well, yeah. We'll just see how it. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. You're getting on this goddamn video when Argentina loses tomorrow.
When?
You're contractually obliged. Immediately afterwards. You get 5 minutes to fan yourself off in the mirror, and then you got to jump on.
If you show me some of that goddamn advertising money that I know we're making, then I'll consider it. All $20 of it.
Yeah, all of y'all go on Social Blade right now. See how much goddamn ad revenue we're making right now. Especially once the tax man grab his share. Jesus Christ. Let's just say I can't go to Subway yet. Holy shit. I want some of that ad money. Wait for the marathon sponsorship.
Talk about Jimmy John's early in the video. Yeah. We can't even make it to Subway.
I wish Jimmy John's would sponsor the damn podcast. Shit.
See, I'm more of a Jersey Mike's man. I'm more of a Jersey Mike's man, bro. You get that original Italian with the salt and vinegar and the oil. Woo!
Is there a choripan like chain that's big?
No. Because you just make that shit at home. Ain't no fancy. Ain't no way in hell I'm paying $12 for a choripan when I can do it for $5, $3 for the baguette, $2 for a 3-pack of sausages. And I'll make it way better than anybody else.
No.
Full stop.
That's fair. Choripan sponsorship would be cool, but yeah, probably just let your tias make it as opposed to going out and cooking it, like you said.
Damn straight.
Speaking of tias, why don't you tell
tias?
Tell the people.
Mis queridas argentinas, mis queridas ecuatorianas, mis queridas de Brasil, si tenés novios argentinos, necesito tu apoyo, tu ayuda mañana. Guys, get your ladies involved. We are going to need it from everybody from our respective countries. We're going to need the support because it's going to be a dogfight tomorrow deciding the future of the group, the future of Argentina, and probably whether or not I make it through the week before running into traffic on fucking Lexington Avenue over here. Okay. we need the support. So get your ladies involved, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends. Why not? Shoot them a text. It's toxic. City boy summer is over, but we're in the wintertime. It's cuffing season. Hit them up. Be like, look, I know things didn't work out with us, but it'd mean a lot if you tuned into Deadball TV.
As a parting gift.
As a parting gift. I put it on my Instagram. I know that all these motherfucking, all of them, all 3 of my ex-girlfriends probably have at least seen this. Look,
they know it
exists. Make it happen. They know it exists. They know of it. Do they know how awful it is? No, not at all. Do they know the 2,000 of you faithful followers out there are listening? No. But look, it could be 2,500 if we get some of the aunties, abuelitas, tias, mamás.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody involved. Let's just do it. Let's do it because everybody's going to need the support. Tomorrow afternoon's going to be a doozy.
Yeah. And we can squeeze another 500 subs out of extended family.
We can do it.
We know you guys got that in you. So
just create the fucking YouTube account for it. Take 5 seconds.
Just do it for them. I mean, on YouTube, like if you're watching on YouTube right now, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts down below, and hit that subscribe button. If you want to make them a Spotify account, which if you're listening on streaming platform, just make sure you get the podcast quick 5-star. Won't take long. You'll get them up and running in no time, and they'll be plugged in for the World Cup and beyond.
World Cup and beyond, baby.
All right, guys. We appreciate you for watching. If there's no episode tomorrow, it's been fun. If the channel's just gone, then shit, Mexico probably won 3-0.
And I'm on a plane to Houston to commit an act of murder-suicide. So just know.
Hopefully he doesn't have my new address. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next episode if it happens.